It's April 21st, and the strange side of history awaits. Today, we have a man who vanished after a chilling discovery, a fire where escape was impossible, and a century-old tradition ending in a final confrontation. Let's begin. On April 21st, 2011, in the quiet city of Nantes, France, made a discovery that felt less like a crime scene and more of something carefully erased. Neighbors had noticed something was wrong. The house was silent, mail stacked to the door, and no signs of life. When police investigated, they found them beneath the patio. Agnes Dupont de Liboy, her 4 children, and even the family dog, was buried together. Wrapped and treated with eerie precision, investigators would later call it methodical. But one person was missing, the father, Xavier. Days earlier, security cameras had captured him alone, walking calmly into a hotel in the south of France. That was the last confirmed sighting, and he left behind letters claiming something unbelievable, that he was a secret agent entering witness protection. But investigators uncovered a different truth: debt, failure, and a life quietly collapsing behind closed doors. His car was found abandoned, and to this day, no answers. Did he plan everything to disappear into a new identity? Because one thing remains certain: a family was found buried beneath their own home, and the man who may have done it simply walked away. Do you think he's still alive somewhere? Or did his final plan to disappear? Or did he plan the final disappearance? No one would ever find him. On April 21st, 1930, a fire began in one of America's most feared prisons, the Ohio State Penitentiary. At first, it was a small distraction started by inmates using oil-soaked rags during a failed escape attempt. But inside the prison, built for 1,500 men, there were more than 4,000, and where the flames spread, there was nowhere to go. The fire tore through the west block, climbing scaffolding, racing across the wooden structure, turning corridors into chimneys of smoke. Men pounded on their cell doors, screaming for help, begging to be let out, but many never were. As the roof burnt above them, panic turned into chaos. A riot broke out, guards lost control, and outside, hundreds of soldiers surrounded the prison, not to rescue, but to contain. Because if the prisoners escaped, they were ordered to stop them. And by the time the fire died, 322 inmates were dead, most suffocated behind locked iron doors. In the aftermath, the nation was forced to look inside prisons at the overcrowding and the neglect, resulting in much-needed changes from the deadliest prison fire in U.S. history. On April 21st, 1967, in a quiet corner of Nieuwe, France, an ancient tradition was about to take place for the final time. 2 politicians, Gaston Defferre and René Ribière, stood facing each other, not in parliament, but in silence, holding dueling swords. It had started days earlier, inside the French National Assembly, a single insult thrown in anger: "Shut up, you idiot." In most cases, it would have ended there, but not this time. Ribière demanded satisfaction. An apology was refused, so they agreed to settle it in the old way. Doctors stood nearby, witnesses watched in uneasy silence. The rules were simple: first blood. Blades moved quickly, sharp and controlled, almost ceremonial, then the strike. Ribière was wounded in the arm, and the duel should have ended there. But a second strike followed, another wound, and then it was stopped. No one died, but it was the last recorded duel for honor in France. This was a ritual outlawed centuries before, but still alive in secret, until one final insult closed the chapter. Another day, another strange bite from history. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your next eerie dose is just a day away.